This song is way too chill for what's going on right now. It's way too chill. Too vibes, too chill. Can't possibly have that going on. No. We cannot listen to the sweet, soothing tones of one of the best video games of all time, Category Zero. A game which is flawless, almost, in my opinion. Not truly. I just think it's a good video game. Hi, how's everybody doing? It's me. I'm back. I'm the World's Kids Gamer. I have a podcast now. If you type in exclamation point mrazcast, it'll send you to a tweet about the podcast. It's all the information you need to know about what it is, what's going on, and when it's going to be happening, and where to listen to it. But, right now, we're playing a nightmare game. We're playing Harvester, a real-redeemed game from AmericaOnline.com. It is an FMV horror game. It is a point-and-click adventure. It is very point-and-click adventure-y. And I feel like the save states kind of dictate how I'm feeling about the game for the course of it. I don't think we'll run out of... I think we'll run out of save states before, because we're only at like the beginning of day 2, and I think this game goes on for like 7 days, like the scary movie, the movie about the days where the days get scary, 7 Scary Days game movie. You know the one. 7 Scary Days game movie. Yeah. But, so, what's happened in this game so far? We're Mark, I want to say? A guy named Mark? I don't, it might be wrong. Steve? Well, maybe Steve. It could be Steve. I don't know where I got the name Mark from. Steve woke up in a town. He does not have any memories of said town. He does not know why he's here. He does not know who he is. He did not know anybody in this town, but he supposedly woke up in a town with his family around him. His fiance lives across the street. She also lost her memories. And everyone in this town's a fucking weirdo. And they're nightmare people, and they're awful, and I hate talking to them. But they keep talking, they keep being weirdos, they keep being creepy to me. And my fiance is... it's a nightmare. We then joined a cult, scratched a man's car, and found out that our fiance's father buried a child alive, and we're just emotionally dealing with that. And that's why I have this one, a save file for when we're emotionally prepared, which we're not, but we have to, because we're playing this game. That's our playthrough. We don't have a choice. You don't... it doesn't work that way. You can't just not. It has to happen. God will not forgive you. The sins do not stop. You can only delay them. And I revel in suffering. I'm a suffering revelator. Revelator? Guilty Gear suffering revelator? Harvester. Let's fucking go. How you doing, Balden? This town still mysteriously has a parade going on in it. And I don't know what to expect from that. I pulled up a guide for this game because I don't want to spend a lot of time playing it. You love this game. Do you, Miss Rich? This game seems like a nightmare. But I guess people do like this game a lot. I just don't know why. I'm glad you enjoyed the VOD of it. I'm having a nightmare time. It's a bit of a thing. This controls the alarm system. I turned off the alarm system. I don't know why I had like a tiny little screen there. I just don't know if we can. Speedrun this, got a well submitted GDQ. No. I don't. It's bad. I had a bad video game. Need to watch the VOD to see if I got my favorite line of any media ever. Maybe. I saw some fucking nightmare things happen in this game, Mist. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like, oh, this wretched, awful thing. What if that was the case? Yeah. I gotta go to the school, I want to say? Gain Memorial School. Gotta go over here. I think we've got to break a fire alarm? Blast protected fire alarm. You got it. Natural causes. That's possible. Everybody there was saying some fucking wild shit the whole time, and I emotionally could not deal with it. It was... This is a video game. Yeah, fire. These fucking fists of flame. I don't know how to get out of here. There we go. So we set off the fire alarm, which means that the fire department is now over there. And we can go and Steal some shit from the fire department. Prop on the sign on the back of the garage of the fire X. I remember it. It's possible. You take this ladder. Was that background audio somebody just hitting a dog? What the fuck just happened? What is going on? The most memorable thing from last time I played was Deputy Jerkoff, who was a sheriff's deputy who loves to jerk off. That's like the most memorable thing. That's the thing that's like trapped in here forever. I'm never gonna forget him and his nightmare self. I thought about him earlier today. Okay, we're gonna leave this place with a weird ass noise in the background. What am I looking for? What are the buttons I need to hit? Okay. I got it. I get you, game. We have to go talk to our dad. And our dad is over here, passing with a Phillips head screwdrivers, which I happen to have a Phillips head screwdriver. I actually don't remember which one the Phillips head is. I assume it's the one with just the one thingy in it. The one line. Metal bars. Now we can go talk to our dad. Our dad's been sick, locked up in this room for a long time. Game? There we go. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, we're gonna put Pitbull right here, and then we're gonna duplicate Pitbull. How do I duplicate Pitbull? Copy. Paste the duplicate of Pitbull. Pitbull 2. We're just gonna move that right here.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. Okay. I guess I'll just have to deal with what I see on the screen right now. Hey, man.
Steve, is that you? Come to see your poor old dad?
Are you my father? Really?
There's a lot more we need to talk about in this room.
I don't remember you.
Please. I'm not in the mood for jokes.
There's a lot more we
I'm
need to talk about
serious.
in this
Why
room.
won't anyone believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
That's a line everyone
Just
says to
don't
me.
make me laugh now.
I'm not kink
Remember
shaming, I'm just
the
improving the
stitches.
kink by adding
My
Pitbull.
God.
It's different.
What has she done to you?
She doesn't know you're here, does she?
The Pitbulls aren't here.
Does she?
No, I had to break in. What the hell is going on in here?
I know it's a mystery to you. The sacred things that husbands and wives do behind closed doors.
There's a lot
Maybe
of
we
blood
should
in
have
here.
Special father-son talk. Especially now that you're getting married.
I don't like this place. No. I don't want to have that conversation with you.
But you need to be forewarned. You need to know what to look out for. The hobby horse and the jello.
That's all right. Don't get worked up. You need your rest.
Rest. But why did you come? You must have had a reason for risking it. Why is this not being said? Well,
Yes.
Okay. That is escape for
Rest.
some reason.
But why did you come? You must have had a reason for risking it.
No, I just wanted to see how you're doing.
Son, I'd like to talk to you. There was something terrible I wanted to warn you about, but I can't think of it now. Still, you've got to go before she catches us. Go now and quickly.
Marv, what's going on in there?
I placed these Pitbulls for a reason.
Go! Go!
Okay. We'll just get out of there. We'll just not deal with that for now. Emotionally, not prepared. We're gonna have to go back to the room in like 20 seconds once I go get the meat slip from where I need to go get the meat slip from, which is over here at the meat plant. I'm gonna try and remember where the content warning for this game. big old content warning for this game. There's some fucking weird shit in here. Paste another duplicate of Pitbull. I think I know there's animal gore in this next section, so I'm strategically placing Pitbull where I think it might happen. They go to Finland and Helsinki is real. I know. It's fucked up. Who would have thought? I certainly wasn't excited to find that out. I got pretty close. I got pretty close to where it was all going on. Oh, Pitbull's safe. No one could ever kill Pitbull.
Steve, how's your father? Is he better?
About the same, I guess.
He's been away from work for weeks, and when I call your house, your mother won't let me talk to him.
For a good reason.
He's a hard man to see right now.
This is a fine kettle of fish, I must say. Though I am glad to see you taking an interest in the business in your dad's absence.
Who are you?
Aw, Steve, I didn't want to believe that amnesia hokum. Now you're saying you don't remember your pal Pat O'Reilly?
I have no idea who you are, my man. I don't. Family business?
You may come to realize that this business is not for everybody. Just ask your poor, ill dad. It takes dedication and a strong stomach.
Oh, jeez, why would you... That's a weird thing to cut to. It's not even real, it's just a weird
A lot
little
of times,
blood
when I'm
pile.
finished scrubbing up and digging the bits of intestine out from my fingernails, I must confess I don't have much appetite for red meat.
Weird.
But red meat
Who
is
would've
one
thought?
of the principal food groups, and you've got to have it. So when you can do this all day and help
It's a blood
yourself to a
puddle.
juicy red steak afterwards,
How you
then by
doing?
golly, you can call yourself a butcher.
I'm trying to
Of
place
course,
Pitbull
amnesia
to
would
deal with these
certainly help that,
problems.
wouldn't it?
But even Mr. Worldwide can't cover it all up.
What exactly is wrong with your dad?
I don't know. I can't get in to
We
see
did
him.
actually see him.
He's all cut up, lying in bed. A broken man. And I think she did it
Just
to him.
too
Who?
good of
My
sex.
so-called mother.
Shame on you, prying into what goes on in the sanctity of your parents' bedroom. You're young. You don't understand these things.
Thank
Once
you for
you're
the
a
clip
man of
list.
the world, running the family business, a member in good standing of the line,
Also, hi, Troubles.
you'll understand the
I forgot to
beauty
say
of what
hi.
transpires between husbands and wives.
Okay. Family business.
You may come to and a strong.
No, shit.
A lot of but then, but
Stop.
of course,
Meat. Give me... I
Come to
want
think
meat.
of it, I don't see any cattle around here. Where do you keep the animals?
does it matter? The end product is all the
Man has a
customer
big gash
cares
across
about,
his
Steve.
face.
And we only carry the finest meat, only the juiciest cuts.
Someone spent
Once you take over the
months
business,
animating
you'll
that.
realize the importance of maintaining quality while cutting costs. We know what we're doing here, Steve. If we didn't, would the lodge use us to cater their affairs?
Yes, there's no one else in town. Rip another Goggerstein. Is it? A lot of people have been recommending a lot of horror F&V games to me. Sure, it's good. Could I have some meat to take home?
Your father's very particular about the profit, Steve. No freebies for anyone. But seeing how you're his son, if you'll bring written permission from your father, I'll give you the meat.
Christopher Walken, hell yeah. Yeah, okay.
Don't be such a stranger.
I got a meat slip from him? Sheriff Shack book. Meat permission slip, okay. It's a cyberpunk murder mystery. That actually sounds pretty good. Give me all a second. Someone is calling out to me, so I'll be right back. Sorry, I thought the Twitch police were at my door when they saw that Pitbull was covering up them titties. Jeff Bezos said specifically not to use Pitbull because Pitbull looks exactly like Jeff Bezos. Now let's remove this Pitbull and switch into Pitbulls 1 and 2 when we go back to get our meat permission slip signed. I'm sure it's got to be better than this nightmare. I hope. I hope most things are better than this nightmare.
I need some meat, and Pat won't give me any without your signed permission.
Good old dependable Pat. Here, son. Here's my signature. Take it to him.
One
and you won't have
Pitbull
any
only
problem.
tells the
Now
truth.
go, son. Go quickly.
The
before he
other
comes
only
back.
speaks in Dales. Is there something in here I need? Damn, sex toys, erotic, kinky love equipment.
No! Leave that there. If any of it turns up missing,
Yeah, okay.
go.
I just wanted to steal stuff so I can do it, use it to do adventure gaming things, Dad. Damn. Okay. Now I can get rid of these. Oh no, that's too many Pitbulls. I added a Pitbull rather than getting rid of any. What's next on my to-do list today? Okay. Play with the shelves, hits the alarm, turn off the alarm, go out, use it. Enter the room, doctor probably give you a meat slip, go to the meat plant, get the meat slip to Pat, put your he'll give you meat, go out. Okay. After getting stuck on one day for like a year and needing help to get out of it, I've just kind of decided that it's probably better if I just go watch the nightmare that this game is rather than solve weird adventure game puzzles, which could never possibly be solved by a normal human being.
Can't talk now.
Okay, I have my meat permission
Don't be
slip.
such a...
Now you gotta give me my meat, Steve. Am I Steve? You were always such a kidder, Steve. Yep. Who the fuck is Mark then? Who is Mark?
So, your father okayed the meat, huh?
Father's always
How's he
okay in the
doing?
meat. He's recovering nicely.
Good, good. Glad to hear it. Here's your meat, son. You run along now. A new shipment of animals has come in, and it's time to start cutting.
He didn't specify what kind of animals. He just said animals. Okay. Now we should get into... I want to say day 2 now when I exit. Or nighttime? Nightfall descends upon harvest. Okay, nightfall, Austin, my man. Have to hit space. They made me skip the cutscene when night falls because I had to hit like 2 buttons to get out of it. Now I feel embarrassed. If we go to the fire station next, I want to say. I want it right in the fire station. Okay, just go to the fire station. Save game. Nighttime at the fire station. This is not a joke. I need to specify because all the other save titles are jokes. Let's exit into the building. Save 13! Lucky number 13! Where's the meat? Where's the meat? There we go. Give the meat on dog. Do I have to talk to this guy now? The male model?
Still here, eh?
Where else would I go, Steve? Have you gotten your lodge application in yet?
Yes.
Good. You may survive yet.
Thanks. Okay, anything else you want to say to me?
Still here.
Where?
No.
Yes.
Good.
I mean, if you've got a good, cushy gob, live with it, you know? Do you do? I'm not gonna judge you for it. Now what do I need to do here? Get on the fireplace, accident just waiting to happen. Painting, well-endowed nude man standing in the moonlight. Lights too high up to reach. Okay, then I can use my ladder on that light.
Okay. Okay. Well, that didn't work. Oh, man. All right.
Using the ladder, you climb to a piece of paper cloth on the wall light. Okay. Was that it? There might be something else, yeah? Wait. Do I have the cloth then? Mauve cloth. Okay. I somehow skipped a step. I somehow glitched out. My speedrun's going great. I've already found a glitch. I skipped like 2 steps in that puzzle somehow. Leave. Leave town. Go give the cloth to the fucking weirdo. Having acquired the cloth, you make your way back to the house after an exhausting day. This is the cutscene that plays all the time. Nighttime. Good times. You know how it be. Shirtless Steve, let's go! Let's fucking go! He's still wearing his jeans to bed. I don't know how to deal with this emotionally. It's just such a weird choice. To just be like, yeah man, jeans to bed, let's go.
Welcome to our order. The hand that grips my fist.
We haven't really gotten to a lot of the weird gore yet. The game's supposed to be super gory, from my understanding. Thank you. I just play games where the lead character has to be a shirtless man. That's why I've played this and all of the God of War games. And I only played the final boss fights from Yakuza. And Tekken? Probably, also. That makes sense. Okay. Our brother's a fucking weirdo.
Hey, it's too bad they don't give scout badges for digging up buried kids.
Hey, Sandini, how you doing?
I like to see what that badge would look like. I
Having
went
a
over
time.
to ask her what it was like, being buried alive and all. But she just stared at me.
It's a
and
nightmare
twitched
game we're going through.
and drew
here's
up.
our nightmare brother.
Guess I got my answer. Huh.
But, you know, I'm trucking through it. I'm gonna find and I'm gonna beat up all of the
Good.
nightmare people in this town, I
Finally.
assume. That's gotta be the... You can't leave this game without having fought everybody in the town. They gave me a baseball bat. This game has combat. I can fight everybody. It's gotta have to happen eventually. Now we give our little newspaper to this fucking kid. Because Jimmy James is gonna be an ass about it if we don't. He's gonna
There
break our
now,
kneecaps.
see how easy it is? Things are so much better between us when you remember the paper in the morning. And let's keep them that way.
I will say, I was given one very specific content warning before this game, and I believe at the start of day 6 there is a pretty heavy content warning for depictions of suicide. Can I throw hands at the kids? Yes. You actually, I think you can. I think you can punch Jimmy James, and he'll stop being a little shit to you. But I don't want to find out. I don't want to know. Jimmy James is a tyrant. He's a ruthless little menace. He's a little shit kid. But goddamn if he ain't the most consistent person in this town. I respect him. He's like, I'm gonna do my fucking newspaper. All these fucking weirdos in town. He's just like a little like Nickelodeon little kid. He's like, I'm the little kid who's very serious about the newspaper. I'm gonna beat you up, Max Keebler, if you don't do my newspaper route. Do the photo stuff for the main character's a horrible person? Well, that doesn't surprise me at all. This... Oh. The toxic legacy of Harvester. But damn. I gotta imagine Jimmy James is out there right now, just doing his best in the world. He's probably got like 1 billion Twitter followers. He's like, every day I help support mutual aid funds, and I am mad at the internet and all the bad people, because Jimmy James is consistent. What am I doing today? Go pay Mr. Phelps some money? I'll go to the store. Oh, Mrs. Phelps. General store? Mr. Phelps here now?
Hello, Steve. Care to buy anything today?
Yes, please.
Just point to what... Naughty fellows like Deputy Loomis aside, I think every man should cultivate an interest in girly magazines. If it'll keep them out of the field of interior design. Those firemen, Betsy,
This
You
game has
should
also
hear
a
them
lot of
carrying on,
homophobia.
accusing each other of being thieves. A bolt of cloth disappears. You'd think it was the end of the
A
world.
lot of rampant homophobia. I still have to go give the cloth to our main man. 1950s prices are cheap, take what you need. Give me the tape. Give me this wrench. Give me this soup can, this poison soup can. Can I take the poison soup? Okay, we'll do that later. I think we actually have to go talk to our fiance first, and then, because we had to do that last time, I want to say. We had to go talk to our fiance, then go return our item into the lodge. It's called cream of poison soup. That's really on you for not, like... People get mad at Tide Pods. I haven't seen anything. I've been to the army base. I've seen the man. I've gotten my... 4 of my game overs so far, Sundini, have been me getting blown up by a nuclear arms conflict and being shot by that man. But it's a fucking wild time there. The general lieutenant? Honestly, I think the general lieutenant is not like an awful character. I think there's like good, like, I think there's well-written parts of him, but like it's just the shell of this game is so awful that like the kind of inherent humor for like the things like, oh yeah, I lost my legs in the war and I fought for like 3 years afterwards. Like those kind of like jokes of like, oh wait, what? They make you just like second guess yourself. Those are written pretty well. But the rest of them is awful. Okay, Mr. Potsdam.
Did you say hello to your father for me?
Oh, I went around the town the first time to go talk to everybody, and they were fucking weirdos. This guy in particular.
It's very important.
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Those silly
Mrs. Potsdam, you here? What are you doing? What's your jam?
Hello, dear. Come to see Stephanie, have you?
Mm-hmm. Stephanie's our fiance.
She's upstairs. Go right on up. Just remember, she's grounded until the wedding.
He's gotta have his meat.
Give my regards to your parents.
The audio in this place is so weird. Why does it sound like TV static? Everybody in this town has a thing for meat and being fucking sex pervs. Creeps. Just really not great. Stephanie.
I'm glad to see you. I feel so alone, cooped up in here.
I like how she just occasionally gets her southern
mother
accent.
Keeps me up on the latest gossip. Not like she really wants to talk to me. More like she's feeding me information. For instance, she told me that Mr. Johnson's Tucker was vandalized. That's another weird thing.
You're taking a long time between
Every
sentences
car I've
here.
seen drive by is a Tucker. There were only 31 produced. What are the odds of that?
I've always wanted a
Well,
Tucker.
31 then. I don't know
Funny
stats.
that Harvest would be full of them.
Any idea who scratched the car?
I think that's the line I was thinking of too, Sundini. I did.
Why would you do something like that?
It's part of the lodge initiation.
I see.
Look,
I don't know
seemed
what's
really
going
concerned
on
about
here,
it, and
but
then I
getting
told you
into
it's
the
lodge
lodge
stuff.
is the best way to find out.
By committing vandalism?
It's just vandalism. It's not like... It's just vandalism. Just scratch a man's car. You don't need to yell at me about it.
It was a crime, Steve.
Don't be so melodramatic about it.
Damn. Second guessing
I've
this
heard
marriage.
of worse fraternity initiations.
That's not better.
Sorry.
That doesn't make it better, Steve.
When you put it that way, I guess I was overreacting.
Oh, like frat
You know
stuff.
the
That
firemen?
makes sense now.
Someone stole some fabric from them, and they're up in arms about it.
Yeah, that was me too.
Another harmless prank? And how many more harmless pranks will you be pulling?
I think like 4 more.
However many it takes to get in, Stephanie. If I have to use them to escape, then I will.
Are you using them? Or are they using you?
The second
It was
one,
just
for
a
sure.
bolt of cloth.
That made me get
You
stuff for
turned
him.
the firemen against each other. They think one of their own stole it.
Would you rather stay here?
Oh no, that means someone can light something on fire.
I've heard that harvest is lovely in the fall when the leaves turn orange and gold, and the annual blood drive paints the town red.
All right,
What?
all right.
We
You
hadn't
have a
heard that.
point.
No one
Is
told
it
us
true?
that.
You found Karen?
Yeah, just in time, too.
Yeah,
He'd
also
molested
not
her and
great.
buried her alive. He couldn't
That's
bring
your
himself
dad.
to kill her outright, so he just decided to stick her in the ground and let fate take its course.
Who? Who would do that to a helpless child?
She says it was Mr. Potsdam, and I believe her.
Oh, Christ. And all this time I've been under the same roof with that thing watching me.
Take it easy, okay?
So, at least they'll be coming to take him away, won't they?
I don't think so.
Come back and visit me soon.
I should go
Okay.
talk to the cops. See if they're actually going to do anything about this. Because they haven't done anything about this yet. So we leave out here. I guess we go talk to the police. That's a fun emo. Hopefully it's not just Detective Jerkoff in here. There we go. Get the actual sheriff in here.
Boy, the way you keep pestering me. I'm nowhere near solving the Tucker case, and now I have to deal with a bunch of firemen throwing a hissy...
Okay, man. I just wanted to see if you were going to do anything about the...
Stop on by
fucking
any time, Steve.
Mr. Potsdam. No? Okay. This town sucks. This town is awful. Can't be surprised the cops aren't doing anything about the one bad man we found. I mean, there's a lot of bad people here. The teacher hit a kid with a baseball bat. There's a lot of problems. Also, this giant center building in here is the lodge. It's the nightmare zone. And we also we only get to go into the room in the lodge. There's nowhere to explore in the lodge just yet. It's a weird choice. Moab Club.
Exquisite cloth.
You're welcome.
Its loss should trigger quite a bit of dissension amongst our gallant firefighters. Still,
this is a man who is doing a voice
your
like
next
this.
assignment is to break into the tonsorial establishment of Mr. Pastorelli.
Your voice won't last like this, man.
Barber's pole.
You need more voice acting training or something like this.
I should not do that either. He's role-playing a Sith Lord, more like a shit lord. Ba-bam! The game is bad. My jokes don't have to be good either. I'll do it. Okay.
Lack of respect for authority. A fine trait.
It's a really large building. I imagine most of the tax revenue in this town goes to supporting this building.
I hope you succeed in your task. Break into the shop, steal the barber's pole, and bring it back to me. At that point, I shall give you your final task.
You got it. Okay, I gotta go steal the pole from the barber. Let's go look around. So the barber has like nothing going on. He's got like an alarm system that doesn't properly work, I want to say. Australia doesn't speak English. You guys got anything cool to say?
Think about taking some of that siding off my...
I don't want to buy any of your siding with
I tell
it.
you, the only thing worse than a fire...
I don't want to hear you say any of that shit, my man.
Nice to see...
I can't talk now, son. I'm busy. Dang it if the whole town ain't going to hell. Poor old Johnson. Defecating a work of art like that.
His car?
Well, that's a sure sign that civilization
It's not a good
is coming
car.
to an
It's
end.
an ugly car. Okay.
Anytime, Steve.
So what are we doing today? Okay. So I guess we have to go talk to our fiance again. I keep wanting to call her girlfriend because these characters are like 17 or something. I think they're 18. Assume so. But this is the 1950s. I don't know how the law worked back then. Then we have to talk to her again now that we reported the stealing. Okay. No, you gotta say the
I'm
text.
glad to see you.
Okay, nothing here.
Come back.
If I talk to the dad again? No, the dad didn't say anything last time. Maybe...
If it isn't my...
Nothing. Please, let me leave. Okay. Go back down to the lodge.
Exquisite. It's law. Still, that is...
Okay.
Lack of respect for authority. A fine trait for a member of the Order. Yes, I approve, Stephen. I hope you succeed in your task.
I thought I did this dialogue.
Steal the barber's pole.
Did I not do that? I felt like I talked to him about that. And he said that was good. What's going on? Is this not just not working for some reason?
It's...
If I hit no, what happens?
Don't be absurd. Of course you... It's... Lack...
Huh. This should be triggering the end of this day. And I should be able to go into the next thing. I can't go into the fire department. That's fun. Is it like a piece of equipment I'm missing? I think something's broken here. Okay. Day 4 morning. Get the stuff. Get the newspaper, give it to Jimmy. Go to the store, pay Mr. Phelps some money, pick up the wrench and get duct tape from the shelves. Mrs. Phelps. I have the two things. I have the wrench and the duct tape, yeah. Here's a wrench, here's a duct tape. Or is there a separate thing? Because this is electrical tape. Maybe there's duct tape here too and I didn't see it? Huh. Got my copier. 3 copies made here. TV, no. Exit. Let's leave here. Visit the Potsdam residence. Talk to Mr. Potterdam. Mr. Potsdam, go up to Stephanie, talk to her. Talk to her again about the stealing or just lie to her. Report the stealing to the lodge. I did.
If it isn't my...
Okay. Sheriff's checkbook. Note. Got all this stuff. Got the electrical tape. Got a fire axe. Exit this way. Closet didn't do anything. They don't have another room for not their child.
I'm glad to
Nothing here.
come back and...
I feel like I'm just not like somehow getting the task from the fireman, or the lodgeman. The lodgeman's task just won't go into my inventory or something. That just feels broken now. So I might just have to restart the game and see if that fixes it. Lodge. You.
Exquisite. It's...
Okay. Yeah, I'll do it.
Lack of respect.
What if I hit 1 here instead of hitting with the left click?
Still.
No, that doesn't do anything.
Lack of respect
Oh, it did.
for authority. Exquisite.
I gave him the mauve cloth. That's good. So something's going on here. We're gonna save here and try reloading. Break the game with our speedrun strats. Save. Now we'll load the game.
Exquisite. It's
Fine.
lack.
Okay, that's happening again. So it doesn't seem like it's fixed that at all.
Lack of respect.
Exit. That's not triggering the next day. Let me see if there's like another thing I'm missing. Harvester, day 4, trigger, night. Shockingly, nobody's talking about Harvester, the FMV horror game. Everyone's talking about Harvest Moon or Night in the Woods. Good games. Harvester, day 4, trigger, night. The barber pole, it says the bolts or flatheads only have a Phillips. I went looking for another screw. It turns out the screw is at the left end of Edna's diner. Oh, okay. Thank you to Grimlock M. King from 11 years ago on the GameFAQs forum on a topic with no one else posting on it. And I guess thank you to whoever who does SEO, bug, spider crawling for Google for helping me do that too. You also get a shout out. So there should be a thing in here somewhere. Unlock drawer. Why would I go look? There wasn't even a thing to look at there. Town is a bit screwy. Aha. I get it. Exit. Exit. Nightfall descends upon Harvest. We did it, team! Solve a puzzle. Even though I needed somebody else to solve the puzzle for me. This is the cutscene I skipped at one time. I think that's a harvester. I think that's the meta joke. Okay, let's go do some petty theft. Again. Use the duct tape on the door. Use the fire axe on the door or the wrench on the door. So much complex symbolism, I know. Like, what does that mean? I don't... What could that possibly mean? It is an Evangelion of its time, I would say. I can't wait till the end where we're next to a giant version of our fiance. And everyone's saying congratulations. I don't think I finished. I read the Evangelion manga. I don't think I watched the end of the anime. I think they end differently, yeah. Because I never finished the Evangelion manga either. Because nobody at the library would return the final copies of the books, so I was never able to read them. What do we do in society? Return your books. Coat rack. Light switch. Oh. Interesting. Let's use our other screwdriver. The straight slot screwdriver.
Yeah.
I love stealing. Except for its occasional hairball cough, it's hard to tell if the sheep is alive or not. Cowhead takes 2 swipes and head down to the dangerous cows. Anything else here I can steal? I love stealing. That's just my Nancy Drew instinct kicking in. To steal things from people's homes. For clues. For my own end. Having acquired the barber pole, you make your way back to the house. I hope you're all excited for Shirtless Steve. It's about to kick in. And maybe the game's loading the cutscene? That's the only rational explanation I can think of. Because it's technically running through DOSBox. And hit escape once. Okay, I had to hit escape and left click into the game. Outside of the actual like intro cutscene to this game, this is probably the most impressive part about it, I would say. Just another lengthy, weird cutscene. FMV with a bad man doing his weird shit. You know, I've heard of people going around doing roleplay stuff for, like, popping into people's streams to do roleplay. Maybe I'll be a Steve roleplayer. And I'll just pop into other people playing Harvester and be like, excuse me? And be just a fucking kidder, you know? I'll say that too. What do you people want from me? Exactly. They'll click over and see my face and assume it's Steve's face, and I'm just doing the ultimate roleplay and be like, no, that's my face. How fucking dare you? Fun fact, Steve never removes these jeans even when he poops. He poops through the jeans. It's disgusting. Are we on disc 2? Is this disc 2 of Harvester? Press Control F4 and left click mouse button. We did it, y'all. We made it to Harvester disc 2. Harvester disc 2. Can't believe Edia shot us with icicle. That's how you spell that word. An icicle. Hey, you know, Gamma, we make the regret face now, so we don't have to keep making the regret face later if we keep playing this game. How you doing, Gamma? I am using a guide to get this game much faster, and I'm having a great time! Rather than wandering around living in a nightmare. I did also talk to AOL and be like, I'll probably use a guide, and she was like, yeah, that makes sense. That's a good idea. I 100% support you on this. Talk to my mom. Sure. Hello, dear. How are you today? Just gotta escape.
Hello, dear. How are
go.
you today? By the way, I spoke with Mr. Johnson, and he's livid.
Of course.
Seems someone scratched up his priceless tucker. If he finds out who, there'll be heck to pay. Did you hear what happened at the barber shop? Someone broke into Pastorelli's
This
salon
game
and
is
took his
very
antique
bad
barber's
with like
pole.
not knowing what to do and
The
not like
next morning,
highlighting
Pastorelli touched
where
some
things
live
are.
wires
Like the
that the
screwdriver
thief
that's
left
in
lying
Edna's
around
was
and
like
was electrocuted.
not a place you would ever think to look.
Well, that
It's
darn
just off
foreigner
to the
got what
left.
he deserved, if you ask me. Coming into a nice little town like Harvest and
Oh,
stealing
Mom's racist.
business.
Who's surprised?
Heavens, if a bowl and scissors were good enough for your father, I don't see why decent working folk need a fancy wop styling their hair.
Oh, that's a slur.
That's how it goes.
Ma'am.
First you get a sissy trim,
You
then
can't say
bang,
that.
You're a communist. I hear those silly firemen broke out the axes and hacked each other to death. Things never were the same between them after the firehouse robbery. Oh well, maybe now we'll get some real men for the fire department. Though the way things are going, I doubt you'll be around to see it.
What do you mean?
Are you gonna kill me?
Can't you feel it? The way the stalks whisper in the autumn wind? It's almost harvest time, Steve, when the chaff will be cast aside before the feast.
Damn,
Congratulations, hero. You found Karen after all.
I love when I talk to an NPC after having done 15
I
quests
warned
and
you
I'm
not
just
to
going
waste
through
time
all the
looking for her.
dialogue for it.
Am I running out of time?
The blood drive is coming soon.
What does that have to do with anything?
If you haven't joined the lodge by then, you'll find out. Still, I'm glad
Hello,
you found the poor
Raiders.
lady. She says Mr. Potsdam was
Shout out to
responsible for...
AmericaOnline.com. If you're not following
What
AOL, what are you
happened to
fucking doing? Get it together.
What a silly little girl.
How's the rest of Shenmue? Hi Raiders, I'm the
Sorry.
world's cutest gamer.
Flipped up.
I'm so glad That AOL's
I'm glad
clip
I
started
drew
with
your
sorry.
high school boyfriend, Waluigi. I also dated someone very similar to that. He looks like a friend from high school. JD, did we date your boyfriend, your friend?
Hey, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Harvester, I hardly know her. So, me and Varlden talked about that potential line for a thing, and this time I just said Harvester? Okay. That's my little going live message today. But hi, Brett, so how you doing? And hi, Raiders. I'm the World's Goose Gamer. I'm currently playing through Harvester, an FMV horror game. Harvester, not her. Oh, yeah, you got me. I fucked that up. Sorry. I'm currently playing through FMV horror game Harvester. At AOL's request, I spun a wheel. This one, and it landed on Harvester. And so I had to play Harvester. And Harvester is a nightmare game, and it's filled with nightmare people. It was made in 1996. I recently found out the person who plays the main character is a bad man too, apparently, and we're dealing with the terrible decisions of people from back then. It is a adventure game, true and true, in that everything is too cryptic to possibly be solved by a rational human being. You have to just literally try everything on everything, and sometimes things just won't happen unless you go look to the far, far left. Oh yeah, I'm not excited to find out what he did, but we'll find out one day. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Also, if you're from the AOL raid, you might be excited to find out that AOL and I put out a podcast, and the first episode is with me and AOL talking about Welcome to Scuboss Medley, a Jason Mraz song. If you want the information, it's right there. But yeah, hi Raiders. Let's keep going with this nightmare game. I'm using a guide at this point because I stumbled around for the first day and it was a fucking nightmare. So, hi Uchi, how you doing? Uchi did the podcast art for the Enter the Mrazfinite. The podcast. It looks fucking gorgeous. It's so good. It looks so fucking good. I'm so happy with it. It's so good. Also had sound engineer from Ruby Cats. Thank you for specials. It is a fantastic message. And yes, the chat bubbles make it great. This is our mom. Our mom is a nightmare woman. I don't think she's actually our mom. Our name is Steve. Yeah, our name is Steve. We woke up out of town, we didn't have our memories, and we were walking around talking to people like we know us. Hey, you're welcome, Uchi. And she's a genuine menace. We walked into our dad's bedroom, which is filled with sex toys that I had to hide with pit bulls. Not even sex toys, it was just sexual imagery on the walls. I was like, I don't know if I can show this on Twitch. Hey, thanks so much for the follow, I appreciate it. Hi, Demink? Sorry, I almost spelled that wrong, or pronounced it wrong. How you doing? But yeah. We're on day 5 of, I want to say, this game. Also, there's a lot of content warnings for y'all, especially Raiders, if you don't... Oh, the follow trigger just happened. Yeah. It's not great. If you are not comfortable with that, I will give you a heads up before that happens. I'll just let you know, hey, it's day 6, that's going to happen sometime soon. That's as much as I know. I don't know much about this game. Someone just warned me beforehand. Oh yeah, there's a lot of content warnings. The ones I was not emotionally prepared for. One must tell her. Fuck. I'll tell her fuck. I'll tell her fuck. Yeah. Shame on you. What do you...
Shame on you.
Sometimes you have to hit escape so
Imagine
the sound
accusing
trigger.
your future father-in-law of a thing like
He's
that.
a bad man.
Is that how a range rider would
This
behave?
game also
I
has
don't think so.
themes of sexual assault in it as well.
Okay, Weisenheimer. Even if he is a child molester, a kidnapper, and an attempted murderer, that's no reflection on
it's
what
a
kind of
bad place with
father-in-law
bad people
he'll
in
be.
it.
I just can't wait for the wedding. Can you? Isn't it exciting, Stevie?
Very different thing from Shenmue.
Later, the bake sale is already here.
Just
Where does
hopping
the
from
time
everything.
fly?
Those 1,200 cookies. How many are you taking to the sale?
Oh yeah, Night Trap
about
is
20.
completely different.
The
I was gonna play
rest
Night
stale.
Trap with Two Heel
But
on
the effort
his
wasn't
channel
wasted. It's for a
little
good
bit ago.
cause.
We're just
Will you be at the school
our
tonight?
schedules have been hard to get mixed up. No, Night Trap was like the one I want to say. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I'm not excited to find out what bad things he did, Valvasera, but how you doing? I wouldn't miss it, I guess.
That's nice, dear. It's good to be open to new experiences.
Good cause. I think the good cause is that they kill homeless people, which is fucked up. I think they murder homeless
Don't you
people.
think it's odd having a bake sale to pay for burying out-of-towners?
Gosh, hooties, what should we do? Leave them in the streets?
Of course we should bury them.
I know Night Trap
But
caused a
why
controversy
do
for
so
sure.
many out-of-towners
but it
drop
might have
dead
been
in
Mortal
harvest?
Kombat. That
I
whole
have
period of
wondered
like
about
video
that,
game legal history
and
is
I
wild.
think it has something to do with the air.
But there's nothing wrong with the air. It's perfectly clean.
The fuck Easter eggs
That's
your
what
favorite.
I mean. Big city
love a
folks,
fuck
they get
Easter
so
egg.
used to smog that clean air is a shock to their systems. Gets them every time.
The Night Trap Mortal Kombat combo. Even more powerful than Fireball Tiger Knee from Street Fighter 2. Is that the name of that strategy that they use with Sagat? Fuck. What's gonna happen, y'all? What's about to happen?
What a thing to say to your mother. Was that an invitation now that your father is out of action?
That's unsettling. No.
You mind your mouth, young man. That's a fine way to talk to your mother and a member in good standing of the PTA. Don't forget to put the papers out for Jimmy. You know how he gets.
Jimmy James is the only character I like in this game. I will never punch Jimmy James, regardless of what society tells me to do. I don't think she's our real mother, y'all. I think she's a government clone, maybe? I don't know. Who's Jimmy James again? This is Jimmy James.
See you later, alligator.
He's a fucking precocious little child. And I love him. He's does not fit the mood of this town at all. He seems like a Nickelodeon character. We have to give him a newspaper or else we'll break our kneecaps.
Hey, Steve. You've been doing a swell job putting the paper out in the morning. You just keep doing that and we won't have any problems.
I'm not gonna punch
That's not much to
Jimmy
ask, is it?
James AOL. He's the only character I like in this world. He's a precocious little brat and I love him. But hi. Thank you so much for the rating, AOL. How was Shenmue? Are you having a great chill time? I like him. I gave him Prime shoes and he's running around. I guess he's not doing... Well, technically he is running around with stolen evidence. So he is running around doing crime. Had a chill time? Hell yeah. I had to drop out during... I'm not gonna punt... AOL redeemed this game. So I will punch Jimmy James. Oh, yeah, that'd be great. It was. Be most prepared for whatever's gonna happen now. Jimmy James, I'm sorry about this. This is... There's so many bullets. I don't know what... I shouldn't expect he had that fucking thing on him the whole time. Hi, Skelly. How you doing? Oh. I'm never gonna forget the paper again. It's just fucking Kuno. Kuno just shot us to death. He finally got that gun. Okay. I'm gonna go give the lodge It's winnings. Thank you so much for the clip, AOL. I appreciate it. Save name games fame save naming save games. It's a lot of fun. But I just like having the time that the save was made. That's just good information. Classic barber pole. Here you go, my man. Start up your most Santa Claus themed strip club.
And here it is, the object doll, imported Venetian glass and Italian dreams.
Imported Venetian glass and Italian dreams.
An unfortunate side effect that Pastorelli was electrocuted because you.
Okay, he does look like Nicolas Cage. I did have to stop for a second and be like, this isn't actually him, right?
But as those with affectations of worldliness say, c'est la vie. C'est la vie.
You fucking died? Oh my god. It's almost as bad as when Chris Pratt became Mario.
Unfortunate accident. What does it matter that you left live electrical wires hanging in the water on the floor? If he hadn't cross-wired the alarm system to the sprinklers, he'd be alive today.
I don't know if we can really blame him for that.
You only wanted the bowl, but that hardly matters now. Your final assignment is to set a fire in DNA's diner and let the French fry where they may.
Is this just a very specific, like, anti-immigration thing? Is Edna French? And we're gonna keep killing people who are like foreigners to this town? Is that what's happening? I assume this game has a theme at some point, you know? Thank you so much for the clip, Gamma Raichu. I appreciate it. It's a good moment. Never have too many clips.
So close, and yet so far.
Thank you for the clip as well, Marlton.
Tonight, the bake sale commences.
Nothing.
Soon, the annual harvest blood drive will be at hand. When sacrifice will be the order of the day. Your time in harvest.
If these people are gonna try and kill me, let them know that I have been giving Jimmy James his fucking newspaper every day of the week. I got a man on my side who's gonna fucking put this whole town down. But we should take that task.
And here it is.
Yep. Okay. Didn't think we'd have to go through those dialogue again. Any suggestions?
Yes. I suggest you succeed.
Good idea.
Beyond that, you must find your own answers. Members of the Order must be resourceful and cunning.
I hope not.
So must you be.
I just hope that I know before the game does flashing lights or puts pornography on the screen. Don't cross Jimmy James. He's the menace of this town. There's a reason why everyone puts out their newspapers. I wonder how many newspapers I'd have to forget before Jimmy James just shot me to death. Okay, let's go to the barbershop where we've killed a man. I get this. There's gonna be a dead guy in like 20 seconds, y'all. So be emotionally prepared for that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I was kind of expecting something more graphic, to be honest. The sheep is dead? Nope, still alive. I think this game is terms of... Yeah. But they get close. Give the warning shot, second will go out, hell yeah. And he'll be like, Steve! I need to pull out my full power. He pulls out a second gun. Starts shooting in both directions. Hey!
Think about taking some of that siding off my hands, son. I'll cut you a nice price on it.
This man's dead.
I was the one what found Pastorelli this morning, after he stepped in the water with the live wires hanging out. His body was so burnt his arms and legs was blackened, fused together, and the sheep was well done too.
Hey, cooked sheep is pretty good, and I'm a vegetarian.
Problem is, both was burnt so bad, and the flesh all crisp and distorted, limbs melded, You couldn't tell them apart. And well, I didn't want to take a chance on eating Italian. No, sir, I didn't.
I'm honestly shocked. I thought he would eat human being for sure. How was I gonna tell Mr. Swell fuck?
Stop funning around now.
Yeah, it seems more like someone came in. You know what it looks like? You all remember that it was like a toy from like the early 2000s and like maybe I think it was like the 70s to the early 2000s, which is like it was like a face with hair on it, but it was like little pieces of like magnet, and you would like put the iron shavings on the face and you had like a beard on this character. It looks like that. It looks like those little pharaoh iron shavings. The death is shocking. Nice one, Barlow. Yeah, no.
Nice to see you again, Steve.
They're more concerned about not eating him. I don't know where the sheep sounds are coming from, though.
I can't talk now, son. I'm busy with this game.
Okay.
I guess you heard that dang idiot Pastorelli went out and got
Yeah.
himself
It's
electric.
famous. It's a famous toy. I just don't remember the name
Somebody
of it.
stole the barber's pole. The alarm system triggered the sprinkler. There was water on the floor this morning, and the darn crook left exposed wires out. The Pastorelli came in, flipped the switch, and then zap! Well, maybe them aliens is hot for colored glass after all.
Oh my god, it's the origin of Steve Jobs. So at the end of the game, we die of ligma. That's awful, but excited to see it.
Anytime, Steve.
That's not actually the origin of Steve Jobs. That'd be fucking incredible if it was. He's got jeans on. He's for sure got jeans on, just like Steve Jobs. We talked to our girlfriend, let her know what's up. Maybe we'll lie about this one, you know? Maybe we won't tell her if that a man died. Maybe we'll just admit that part, because it wasn't part of the prank. Is that ethical?
I'm glad to see you. I feel so alone, cooped up in here.
It happens.
I understand that bake sale is today.
Oh yeah.
You'd think it was the second coming the way everyone is acting around here.
It's insane. The maniacal attention paid to this bake
I think
sale.
Jesus would come back
like all
for
the women in Harvest came from the same cookie cutter.
bake sale.
It's unnatural.
I've seen a lot of people use that website before.
Unhealthy.
I've never used it myself. So
Almost
it's
a
kind of hard
parody
to
of how
like
things
go
should
through
be.
and read,
And through my window at night,
but it's
I see my
recommended to me.
mother throwing out whole batches
And I
of
think it's
cookies,
the only site that
like an
does that kind of
automaton
stuff.
getting rid of its surplus product.
Interesting.
My so-called mother has been baking cookies all week, and then throwing them out. Better that than getting rid of us.
That's a weird little
Wait around long
tangent
enough.
there, Steve.
I have a feeling they'll get to it. I don't know if you heard or not, but Mr. Pastorelli, the barber,
Yeah, it's a really useful site. I
dead.
just... It's
like
hard
somebody
to be
stole
like,
a barber's
hey, these are the
pole
things to be
from him,
warned about.
then left the
Like,
exposed
it's hard for me to
electrical
read.
wires
Maybe I
and
would
some
have
water
to
on
spend
the
a lot of
floor.
time on it.
Pastorelli walked in, flipped on the lights, and... Know anything about that?
Oh my god, Mr. Pastorelli died? Oh no! This is the first I'm hearing about this.
Mr. Swell came by. I heard him telling my father about it. He said it smelled like roast pork.
Oh no!
These things happen.
Especially
Who could
around
have seen
here.
that coming? Alright. Bye.
Come back and visit me soon, okay?
Let's go down. Let's have a great time. Don't like the TV static house. It's weirdly Silent Hilly in there. I think it's just because everyone there is kind of creepy in some way. Guess except for our fiance, who could just be mad at us for doing a kill. Anything?
Did you say hello?
No. I have not talked to my dad about you.
It's
I don't like
very...
you.
You know,
I just
with
wanna
a
see you get
slaughterhouse
arrested.
full of meat in town, what kind of nutcase would steal a barber's pole? Oh well, Pastorelli won't need it where he is. God rest his soul.
You don't think they have barbers in heaven, Mr. Meat? That Orson Welles? I fucking wish. I mean, that's better than whatever this guy is. Whatever his fucking deal is. Tire kitchen is a minty fresh and scent. Oh, I missed Mom.
You might want to be extra nice to Mr. Potsdon today, Steve. He was turned down by the lodge again.
How?
Guess we're having the wedding at Mr. Moynihan's after
You
all.
got turned down at the lodge 3 days
The
ago.
bake sale is tonight, 7 o'clock at the school. Lots of cookies and yards of floss. Hope to see you there.
Okay?
Give my regards to your parents.
No. I'm not gonna go talk to my dad because I don't want to go back into that room. We haven't talked to Wasp Lady in a while. And you know, if I was a member of the lodge and I couldn't get that man arrested, I would definitely do that too. How you doing, Normouse?
It's not often that I get visitors.
What? I wonder why. Okay. I've never had to interact with this lady, and she seems important in a way. Like, she's got a whole ass place, she's got a whole ass thing going on that's just so different from everybody else. You still here, Mr. Johnson?
Hello, Steve. How's the husband-to-be?
Other than having no memory, I guess I'm alright.
You always were such a kidder, Steve.
Alright. You should be ecstatic.
Don't want to talk about that.
Right.
You always were a kidder, Steve. I'm Mr.
Okay, so you just
Bye now.
don't want to talk about anything anymore. Probably go to the mortuary. Actually, we should go by the cemetery because we haven't been there in a while. And the last thing that happened there was relatively important. Grave. Not doing great? I'm sorry to hear that, but hopefully you can chill out and just kind of relax for a bit, and hopefully that helps out. How am I getting on with the moon logic puzzle in this game? I was having a lot of trouble with it, and so I pulled up a guide, and now I'm like, whenever something just gets like, I just don't know what's happening, and like, oh, nothing seems to work, I just go to that, and like, this makes everything so much easier. Because I think maybe at the start of the game, the puzzles kind of made sense, and I was able to explore around, but like, there's also the issue where like, do you need to be able to see like very specific pixels on the screen? Like, there's like 2 instances where I can think of like, you need to interact with an object, but you can't see that the object is there. The shovel and the burned out building and the drawer at Edna's, I think were like, I don't even know these were things that were there. I've been to these places a few times and I did not notice that was an object that could be interacted with. And maybe that's just my like lack of experience with adventure games, but like, you know. Okay, this place is still like this. I wanna give the puzzles a shot because I do like playing puzzle games, but like, at some point I gotta be like, this is just gonna take too much time if I try literally everything I can. Mortuary. Sofa, inventory. Can I go back here? I think that tombstone. Yeah, I have a few other like older adventure games that I plan on playing at some point in the future. Hopefully they won't be as bad. I was talking to Gamma, and Gamma was saying, oh, the Monkey Island games are really good. I'm like, I should probably play the Monkey Island game. Those seem like fun. They just announced that the new Monkey Island game is coming out. And I've seen, I think I watched Beep play a little bit of Monkey Island. Maybe I might have just seen a clip of Beep play Monkey Island. And it didn't seem as rough when it came to adventure game logic. Ah. We'll find out. Let's go over here. Hey, man.
Young man, we really have nothing to say to each other.
My gun's much more lenient. That's good to
I
hear.
have the feeling your image shall soon adorn my slab. I do hope you'll attend the bake sale and spend heavily. It's for the needy, you know.
Sure. And all they have...
A ditch makes a poor resting place. You'll need to learn...
You make it sound like I have a...
I don't like this boy. Stop threatening me.
I'd say it's been a pleasure.
And threatens me for 5 paragraphs. I'm like, please stop threatening me. I want to leave. Is it Monkey Island 3? I thought I thought they were doing Monkey Island 4, but I don't know the series, so I could be wrong about that. People are excited about the trailer. It's gonna be a big deal. People like that series. So he's there, and he's also gonna be at the hotel, I think. Yeah, he's here still, too. It'll be a new Monkey Island. Oh, okay. So there's one, and then there's gonna be an alternate timeline. I could see that. I get that. The ledger. Oh, I just stole that ledger. Can I read it? No? Cool. Different team is weekend standard. Oh, okay, good. That's reasonable. That's fair. I can see why people are excited then for Monkey Island 3 then. Though I will say one of my favorite video games, Dark Souls 2, was made by a different team. Love Dark Souls 2. Underrated Dark Souls.